Okay, and welcome back to the bench. This is the TC142 that I showed as one of my eBay purchases. Let me see if I can get some better lighting here. Anyway, I did some reading on it before I started messing with it. I'm happy I did because several places that I read said do not clean the switches with any type of cleaner, especially if it's going to leave a residue, because it can affect the grid leakage or the grid leakage situation readings. So again, I read first, which is unusual for me. I read first. I didn't clean any of the sockets. I went through and checked. Okay, I went through and I checked resistors. Even this sand resistor, a lot of times they corrode and you have a problem. These, for now, seem to be okay. Everybody says you have to change this capacitor and this green one down here, not this one. This one down in here. I've checked these capacitors. You know, I'm not just going to go in and start changing capacitors. They both read fine. They're both in good condition. I'm not going to change them, which again is unusual for me because I usually go in and change capacitors and stuff to make sure everything is up to snuff. But in this case, what I did was I turned the tester on and I tested some tubes that are known good, and I have an idea of what the readings were on those tubes. So when I tested them on here, they tested fine. Let me flip this over and we'll see if I can give you an example of that. Okay, so I have a 6F6 tube, and 6F6, it's a 6-volt tube. I want to, I got to try to do this with one hand. 6F6, it goes into socket 1. Socket 1 is up here. Come on. These tube sockets, I don't think this tester got much use because these tube sockets are extremely tight. Okay, and it would be nice if I plugged it in because all of a sudden things aren't going to work and I'm going to be standing there, oh my God, what happened? I'm doing a video and nothing works. Well, when I'm flipping it over, I don't want to be, okay, and I got PR57, voltage is set. I am going to, it's a good thing I checked this. This voltage, filament voltage, needs to be on 6 volts. Okay, 6F6 goes on B. The load goes on B. Okay. The setup C goes on 6. And where are we? 6F6. And this goes on E, which is where it is. We can now turn this to calibrate. We want to make sure that this is on here. I've already gone through the calibration, so it takes a minute for the 12AU7 to warm up. But moving it around, there goes my fire call. Stand by. Okay, it's 3 hours later. I am on the fire department. I'm a dispatcher. The alarm went off. You probably heard it a little earlier. I'm back now, so we'll get back into this. Okay, we're going to do the calibration first. You should always calibrate it. Wrong way. with the tube in the socket. Okay, why? Because when the tube pulls the current, it could potentially change the readings. Okay, so let's see if I can get some better lighting in here. Lighting's a little crappy. Let's see if I move this over. That's worse. Okay, so anyway, right now we're on calibrate, and I'm going to just get that so that it's right on the line, just like that. Okay, now we're going to do the short test, and when you do the short test, when you put it on short, this line should be right on the needle should be right on the 0, and it's not, which means I need to adjust. How am I going to do this with one hand? One hand tied behind my back. If I can find it. Bear with me. That adjustment is, well, it's right here. Yeah, I gotta get the screwdriver. Hold on a minute. Okay, I got the screwdriver in the slot. And now we have to bring that right up. And you got a little bit of a shadow on there. Hold on, let me. That's better. A little bit more. Okay, so that's right on 0. All right. So now for the shorts test, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rotating this knob and watching this light. We're on E, so we'll have to come back to E. Okay, if it blinks on, goes off, it's okay. All right, we'll go back up to E. All right, now we're going to go to grid leakage. Okay, I'm on grid leakage, and there is no grid leakage. Needle did not move, so we're good here. Now we go to emissions, and it comes right up. This is a new old stock tube. God, the lighting. Here we go. This is a new old stock tube. It is reading a little bit lower than. It reads about the same on my other meter as well, so we're good to go. That's it. So now what I need to do, again, I've tested tubes in all of these sockets. I'm just showing you this one here, but again, I've tested with all of these sockets. Everything is working fine. I'm going to get it back into the case, and really all I did was just a little bit of cleaning. And I'll bring the case over here. I don't know if you remember what the inside of the cover looked like, because the book was, the book was glued down onto there, so it was ugly looking. Can't stand that. So I cleaned it, and makes me happy anyway. Doesn't do anything for the performance, but makes me happy. All right, I'm going to put you on hold for a minute. I'm going to put the tester back into the cabinet, and I'll be right back. Okay, and here we are, all back together. I showed it working to you. The book is loose. It's not glued on anymore, which is okay with me. I think I'd find it easier working with it like that. I did find the service manual for the TC142 online. So I printed it, and I will keep it. Maybe I'll just fold it and keep it with the machine. in case I need some reference. And yeah, we're back together, working good. And I'm really happy with it. I like Sencore products. Like I got the Sencore PR 157 power supply, AC power supply, works great. I like their products. I also like B&K. Wanted one of these for a long time. Whether it's the 5, the 6, 7, they're all pretty much the same. The newer ones, I think it's a 7 series, are transistorized. They don't have a 12AU7 in there, but that's okay. Does everything I needed to do with the newer tubes. And that's it, guys. Thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate the time you spend with me. Leave some comments. Always happy to respond, and hope to see you on the next time. Take care. Please subscribe. I love subscribers. I'm up to 660 something. Would love to see 1,000 come soon. Take care. Have a good night and have a safe and happy 4th of July weekend.